Alright, good morning. Nice day out. We're getting started a little late today. She slept in. Oh, there's a dog. Good way to start when it's not my shoe off. Nova, stop. Nova, you can't do that, babe. Nova, no. She's got too much energy when we first start. Come on. Oh, God, now she wants to run. No, we're not gonna. She's trying to run around to the front to see if she can cut that dog off. She thinks she's fucking smart. No, we're not going. No. That's exactly what she's doing. She's hoping that dog will come by. Come on. See, she's looking to fight. It's rude. Alright. So, it's Thursday, March 13th, 2025. There's a lunar eclipse tonight. If there's any sky watchers out there. Between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. throughout St. Louis. Throughout the United States. Tonight you'll be able to go outside and look up and see the lunar eclipse, and it's actually a blood moon, which is an even rarer type of eclipse. So there's that. It's red because that's whenever an eclipse is whenever the Earth and Sun and Moon line up together. So a lunar eclipse is whenever it's the Sun, and then the Earth is in between the Sun and the Moon. So it blocks out direct sunlight from the sun hitting it and casts our shadow on top of it. So that's what an eclipse is. And the reason it's going to look red tonight is because when it's perfectly aligned up and the Earth bends space and bends the light going around both sides, it stretches out the light, and then longer wavelengths appear red to us and shorter wavelengths appear blue. So when you stretch it out, they become longer. So that's why it looks red. It looks like something lives in there. Stay away from that hole. Never know. You come out in the middle of the night in the city and there's like so many animals out here that you would never even think live here during the daytime. All kinds of shit. It surprises me how little amount of area deers need. Like, I found little wood areas that are like 100 feet by 100 feet and deer live in there. Why are you pooping on the hill like that? Look at the place you chose to take a shit. The hell? It's like in a back alley and some grass that nobody goes to. I ain't pick that shit up. Fuck that. This dude's always got some random shit laying outside. Come on. There's people that make a living trash. What are they, junk collectors that just go around these alleys all day long and pick up trucks. They'll beat a pickup and just load up any items that are made out of metal and take that. And now with these tariffs from Trump, it's gonna make aluminum and recycling metal go way up, so they're probably gonna be happy about that. About time we started fucking getting our trade free, though. No, I don't understand. First off, why we send so much money to other places. Like, I just don't get that. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, I never understood why we fucking, like, allow countries to trade their items over here without taxing them, free trade, but then they tax the shit out of our shit. It's always been like that. Now that we're trying to even it up, make it fair, they're trying to retaliate, like Europe and stuff. Y'all better fucking know your place, get in your lane. You can't fucking survive without us. I hate them ungrateful fuckers from World War II. Like, oh, y'all came at the end. No, we didn't, you fucking stupid. I gotta stop cussing so much. I hate censorship. I believe if it's free speech protected underneath the Constitution, then YouTube, since YouTube is a American company, they should have to abide by the Constitution and free speech the same way. My opinion. Instead of they just get to decide what the fuck they want to delete or keep. They give you no reason, like if they suspend me for commenting and stuff, they don't tell you why. I don't even think you can get your channel deleted anymore, terminated, like the whole channel. I guess maybe if you were saying some like illegal stuff, but yeah, YouTube is a cool website except for the censorship. And it's beautiful out here. She's feeling better today. I don't know what was wrong with her yesterday. Hey, did you guys hear about that Kentucky sheriff? This was like maybe like 2 months ago. Maybe 3 months ago or something. It wasn't that long ago, around Christmas time, when that Kentucky sheriff shot that judge. I forget exactly what town it is, but I talked to a few people about it, and they're like, oh, I never heard of it, so maybe you guys haven't heard of it, but I haven't heard anything about it since, like, pretty much when it happened and right after, because, you know, they're just building their cases up right now. But what it was is some small town sheriff and judge were actually, everybody said they were buddies for a long time, friends. One day they went out to lunch, and they got back to the courthouse, and the judge went up to his office, and the sheriff went up there with him. And then there's cameras in the judge's office with no sound, just video. And it shows the sheriff making a phone call, which later during his pretrial, I found out he was calling his daughter. And I don't know why she didn't answer. I don't know what happened, but he asked if he could use the judge's phone, because I don't know what was wrong with his. So the judge gave him his phone, and then like he went to look in it to make a phone call, and then he just seen something, and he just set the phone down, pulled out his gun without like hesitation or warning, and just shot the dude 3 times. Shot the judge 3 times, and then he kind of like fell underneath his desk, like to hide or whatever. And he walked around the desk and reached over it and put 2 more in him. Then he started walking out the door and turned around and put 3 more in him to make sure he was dead. And then all he said was, they're trying to take my family, or something like real similar to that. They're trying to take my family from me. So that's basically it. During the pre-trial, that's all that came out, like right there. So it's just speculation and stuff at this point, but what do you guys think? First thing I thought is like, dude was sleeping with his wife or something. But then it turned out his daughter, apparently his daughter's like 17. And her number was like programmed in the judge's phone already, or he's seen something else. I don't know, it didn't say anything else. Maybe he's seen text messages between them or something. But there's also this little caveat to the case. That judge was already under investigation, part of a sexual harassment suit against that court or city, from from cops, crooked ass cops, offering to get people out, girls out of trouble, drop their charges and shit if they'll sleep with them. So that's what, and they were doing that inside the judge's office, like having sex with the girls. So he's not really named like specifically like he did any of the sexual harassment or whatever, or violations or whatever, but it was in his office, and they're saying he knew about it. So that's like that case is still ongoing too. So you know, they don't start talking about the stuff until it starts going to court. But it's pretty much all of it right now. But it's a pretty crazy situation. I thought it was anyway. Now let's talk about gold diggers. Not those kind of gold diggers though, like real digging for gold. I was just fucking sitting around the other day in a commercial. What are you doing? Get out of, what are you doing? Trying to run out the street. Hold on, sorry. A commercial came up about this place in Missouri where you can go and you pay like $25 per person, and it's like an old quarry or something, and you go in there in their little area, their land, and dig for precious stones, minerals, stuff like that. Missouri has more caves than anywhere else in the world. Well, in the United States. I'm not exactly sure about the world, but we have more caves than anywhere in the United States. And there's never really been much gold here, but they've found like a lot of other valuable minerals and precious stones and stuff like that. So you can go there, pay $25, dig all day, and you can keep whatever you find. And then if you want to, they'll buy, like, if you find any good stuff, they'll buy it from you. So that got me thinking about going to, if there was any gold in Missouri. So I started researching a little bit, and there's some, like, you can find some. So me and my brother looked into it. We're gonna go try it. They say you can do it at the Missouri River, or like we got a lot of rivers around here too. Another nickname for the city is River City, St. Louis. I live in St. Louis, so there's plenty of places to go. So we're gonna go this weekend and see if we could find any gold. I guess just panning for it. Probably won't find any, but I'll be happy if I just found one little piece of gold just for the fun of it. I need to get a metal detector. I used to date this girl that liked to do that. She got me into doing that, going out with the metal detector at like the beaches and stuff, and just looking for treasure. She considered bottle caps and fucking soda cans treasure, but she was kind of like one of those weird hippie girls. But it was fun though, I'll give her that. But I need to get another one of those. That was like 20 years ago. So yeah, gonna do that. What else? Oh yeah, I think I mentioned this on my other videos, but if you're a fan of boxing, you like watching boxing, and you're poor like me, Turkey Al-Ish, the dude that's putting on all these boxing fights, all these pay-per-view boxing fights the last year, posts every single fight, the whole card, whole pay-per-view card, every morning after the fights. And they happen in the middle of the night overseas anyway, so you're really not missing anything. You just got to make sure you don't like watch the news first thing in the morning, and then you could just go to his page the day after the fights, and you could watch the whole cards for free. You don't have to pay for them. So save your $80 or whatever it is, and just go to his channel. I don't know how to pronounce or spell it, but it's just Turkey Al-Ish. Actually, there's links. If you go to my page and look at my posts and just scroll down a few, there's links in there. Safe links that'll take you straight to the fights and the page, and you can subscribe. So do that. I've been I kind of just recently got into listening to Ryan Upchurch more. I mean, I've always known who he is and liked his music, but kind of really got into it lately. And then I don't know if anybody else is an Upchurch fan, but there's a beef in the country rap genre right now. Country music. It's Upchurch, Ryan Upchurch, and his side versus like Adam Calhoun, Brodnax, some other them country, like he's pretty much feuding with the country singers that ain't real country. They wear skinny jeans and fucking makeup, and they're just fake country. So it's pretty much, obviously you could probably tell what side that I'm on. I love Upchurch. These other people are garbage. Get out of their yard. No, you can't get in their yard. So yeah, Adam Calhoun versus Upchurch. Adam Calhoun's made like 3 little diss tracks, and they're all garbage trash. He has a couple good songs, but dude, he's not on Upchurch level. He's the one just doing this shit he just wants clout from Upchurch. But if you know Upchurch, you know he's a little weird. But that's the homeboy right there. In his chat not too long ago, and some dude, Creeker, that's what his community's called, Creekers, or Holler Boys, whatever, but some dude was in his chat and needed $1,000 or whatever for this truck so he get this new job or whatever. And Upchurch just gave it to him right there. That's the type of dude he is. He actually loves his fans, shouts out channels, and he's a good dude. That Adam Calhoun dude, he's just always constantly posting, just talking shit about somebody. That's all he does. If it's the gays and the trans people, which, you know, them others got a lot of it coming. But it doesn't always have to be them. With him, it has to be somebody, though. He has to talk shit about somebody every day. I don't like that shit. Especially since they know each other. Like, if you really got a problem with them like that, then just go get one in. Go get a friendly one in. Damn it, Nova. Go get a friendly one in. And don't talk on the internet like a little bitch. Where are you going? You surprising. She didn't want to stop. She wants to keep going. Let's see. I don't believe that she wants to go too much farther. Where are you going, babe? Breathing awful heavy. So anyway, yeah, it's like a beef in the industry though right now. Those are the two sides. If you guys want to check it out, there's some pretty interesting videos, interesting like lore behind it. Upchurch got a lot of lore, but this is like creating. Oh shit, there's a fucking squirrel right there. Oh, what's gonna happen? Oh, you moved too fast, Nova. You moved too fast, babe. That was the closest she ever got to one. You almost got him, babe. Oh, she's happy. You almost got him. Does anybody else's Pippo, and after they eat, do they like go on their bed or your bed or whatever and like roll on their back and like kind of like sneeze? They're not real sneezes, but they sound like sneezes. She always does that. We know each other so good. Like if I get, we'll be in my room and I'm just sitting there watching something, and I'll get up to go get a drink, and she'll just like lay there right away. But if I get up to go outside, she gets up damn near before me. Like she knows I'm going outside before, just by the way I stand up, if I'm going to the kitchen or if I'm going outside. Your dogs pay attention to you, people. They're way smarter than you think they are. Well, most people think they are. They're really, really smart. They're just really smart and good at doing what they evolved to do. We've evolved side by side for 30,000 years at least. Probably longer. We're so similar. I guarantee our ancestors and wolves started hanging out just because of how similar we are. We hunt the same. We live in real similar social groups. Our temperament is about the same. We run down our prey like they do. Very few animals run down their prey. I mean, like over long distances. Only a few animals can do that. The one thing that humans, the one advantage we got over pretty much most animals is that we sweat. That gives us, that's like a cheat code for cooling off. See, she can't go any farther. Come on, babe, we gotta go back home. She can't go any farther. She needs water. I'm gonna get her back to the house. I'm gonna buy a Camelback. I don't know if I got any veterans that listen to my channel or whatever, but a Camelback is just like a little backpack. Well, you don't have to be a soldier. Like they sell it for hikers and just outdoor people, but it's like a little backpack that you put on your back, and you fill up with like shit, maybe like you might be able to put like, I can't remember, 2 or 4 quarts of water in there. I can't remember. And it has a hose to it, so you can just get drinks as you go throughout the day without stopping what you're doing or going to do anything. You just drink it out of the hose on your back. I need to get one of them. I don't know what happened to the one I had. I can go for like a long walk and my mouth gets dry. I know she's got to be thirsty. Breathing, panting like that, it's got to make your mouth dry. What else? Did I write any other topics down? I'm trying to get more organized with this, trying to get better. I know that these lives, there's only a few people watching. I appreciate you watching, whoever you are. Appreciate it. But especially now in the beginning, whenever my shit's full of trash content, because I'm just learning, you know. But I'll remember you guys if this ends up succeeding. That's I remember the day one, the first 100. It's gonna get better though. Like I said yesterday, in my 42 years, I've never learned or found a better way of learning than just by doing it, whatever it is. I'm a blue collar country guy at heart, like as far as the family, so like working on cars and working on how I can drywall, build decks, frame houses, build fences, do all that, work on cars, just all that shit just from doing it. The Army's real good about that. You'll sit through 20 hours of classes and won't learn as much as you would in 30 minutes of actual hands-on field experience. At least with me. I guess everybody's different. I never had to study for tests at school. Whenever I did math in school, you know how your teacher, when like you're in younger school, middle school I guess and stuff, they wanted you to show your work. I fucking hated that because I didn't do it the same way as everybody else. I just do it in my head. Like, I can't show my work. I used to hate that shit. Here comes a copper. Look at that piece of shit right here. Sometimes when some crazy shit happens, you'll see fucking like 15 of them go by. Just zero, zero. Somebody got shot in this neighborhood night yesterday. Well, yeah, yesterday morning before the sun came up. That's nothing new here, though. Somebody gets killed here every day. In a city of 100,000 people, that's fucking pretty insane. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Man, she just loves this weather. Look, she feels like she's losing weight already. I can't let her get fat like that again because she's getting too old. It's going to take years off her life. I want to keep her as long as possible. She's a good girl. You know, in the military, your military dogs, the dog handlers in the military, are always one rank below their dog. That way, you can't abuse your dog, and if you do abuse your dog, the punishment will be 10 times higher because you're technically hitting or assaulting a senior officer. If you ever do join the Army, make sure you're in shape before you go. Which you should. If I was joining the Army, I'll make sure you at least could run 2 miles in 15 minutes. Do 60 push-ups in 2 minutes and 60 sit-ups in 2 minutes. Anybody join the Army, you should whatever you have to do to get to that point before you actually ship off. Some people can do that already, but most can't. But if you do that before you go, you'll have no problems with the physical fitness part, which is, you know, the hardest part about joining the military for a lot of people. I guess we're taking a break right here. So, yeah, the PT is like a lot of people's hardest part. The Army's pretty easy, honestly. All you got to do, they tell you where to be and what time to be there and what to bring with you or what to be wearing. So like, it's easy. You just have to follow directions. If you can just follow directions in the Army, you'll go places. Volunteer for stuff. Just be a good soldier. If the first sergeant asks you to take out the trash, then take the trash out, but take the can with you, and while you're out there, clean the inside and the outside of the can and bring it back in. It's just those little things. Even if you don't think people are watching, they are, trust me. There's always somebody watching you in the Army. So they see the shit. They're not going to come up to you and say anything to you about everything. They're going to store it away, but you're going to, whenever it comes time for promotions, you're going to be at the top of the list. If you do shit, like I can give you some more tips. I guess I could make a whole video. Yeah, I got a whole video's worth of information for sure. I spent 7 years in the Army. I did basic training in AIT in Fort Sill, Oklahoma. That's by far the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. It's fucking worse than Iraq, worse than fucking Afghanistan. It's worse than everywhere. Oklahoma is the shithole of America. The shit house of America is just garbage. But anyway, I had to live there for a while, but then I got out of there and moved to, my first duty station was in Texas at Fort Hood with the 3rd Armored Cavalry Regiment. I think they're just the 3rd Cavalry Regiment now. I think they got rid of armored and moved to light or medium. I'm not sure. But I lived, in Fort Hood, 3rd ACR for a while, deployed to Iraq out of there. And then I moved to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, in 101st Airborne, 3rd Brigade Rakkasans, and deployed to Afghanistan out of there. And that's it. Went to Air Assault School. Yeah, that was all there. Yeah, and then got out from there. I got like 7 years in there. I loved it a lot, but towards the time I was getting out in like 2012, they were starting to do their best to get rid of all this combat soldiers and like people that they let in, like the type of soldiers you need during wartime. They started letting us go. Started fucking letting all these weirdos and gays and girls join up. It's like DEI in the military. I can't think of a worse, more dangerous fucking thing. I don't give a fuck about anybody's feelings. I want my family to be safe. Come on, Noah, let's go. I think I'm getting better at these, as far as just like not fumbling over my words. Don't forget that blood moon tonight. It's really cool. It's worth looking at, taking a picture of it. I've only seen it one time in my life that I remember of, and it was actually in Iraq. I can tell you when I was there the first time. It's probably like 2010 and fall sometime. I can't remember exactly, but in Iraq we all got up on top of our pews. It's like that's what they call it. It's just like a housing unit, like a Connex, like the back of a 18-wheeler, that big box. It's like one of those when you're deployed. 2 people share one of those if you got like an established base. But we got up on top of ours and all just laid up there and watched it and bullshitted. I remember it was a good night. So yeah, anyway, it's a cool little site. It's definitely recommend you going out and just checking it out. So 1 to 4 p.m. I mean a.m. 1 to 4 a.m. and it's all across the United States, because the Earth and solar eclipse and lunar eclipses are different. And solar eclipses come on and they're here and gone within 5 minutes, because the Earth's spinning so fast at 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. But the moon takes damn near a month to go around us once, so it stays there all night. So it doesn't matter where you're at, like time zone wise, just between 1 and 4 when it's the darkest. If you go outside tonight, weather permitting, obviously, if there's clouds in the sky and you can't see the moon, well, and then you can't see it. But otherwise, you'll be able to see it if you're in the United States or probably anywhere in the world. Half my viewers, it says, which I mean, I don't have a lot of viewers or anything, but half of them are not even American, which I thought was pretty cool. Some from Kuwait. There's actually some from Kuwait watching, which is probably because my name, Kuwait, is not an deployment. Kuwaiti people probably get directed to my page occasionally because of that. But there's Iraq, people from Iraq. Hello, if you're watching from Iraq. You guys are good people. Japan was on there, so konnichiwa, if there's any Japanese. Assalamu alaikum for the Muslims. What else? Who else was on there? Oh, Belize. I don't even know where Belize is at. Is it South America or Europe? I'm not even sure. Where else? And like Mexico and Canada. Oh yeah, Canada was up there. Canadians been getting a bad rap lately, been arguing with them, and I've been hearing people be like, oh, you know, war with Canada. Like, get the hell out of here, dude. That could never happen. We'd never go to war with Canada. They're like our first cousins. We might talk shit about them and shit, and they talk shit about us, but that's just because we're practically family. We could talk shit about them, but nobody else could. I guarantee if somebody declared war on Canada, I don't care who it was, and went and attacked them, America would, I mean, you wouldn't even have to ask. We would wipe that country off the face of the map. We can talk shit about Canada, but nobody else can. And we're definitely not going to go to war with them. It's ridiculous. Our militaries are so ingrained. I actually trained with Canadian Rangers in Oklahoma. Seen them training down in, no, I went to air assault school with a couple of them. Deployed, they were over there. Not attached like to me directly, but we went on, we cooperated in some missions. Oh shit.
No, do you have a cat?
Alright, I better cut this. It's at 31 minutes. That might be too long anyway. Y'all let me know like what's the ideal length for these things. Alright, y'all have a good day. See you at evening walk.